I don't know if you live in this kind of a neighborhood whereby you have come to realize, like maybe some of your neighbors, they are always indoors, they never go to work, all they do is just stay at home, and they are actually doing well financially, they are paying their bills and etc. For your case, maybe you are having a job which is not actually very rewarding, or maybe probably your business is actually struggling. Yeah, don't just sit back there and say that these people, maybe they are some online scammers. People are making money online. People are making money as they are seated back in their homes. Yeah, so hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Miss Karinge, and guys, in our today's video I would want to share with you some of these online hustles that which actually you can hustle and get good amount of money. And the good thing with this video, I'll be sharing about 6 online hustles which actually you can do. And the thing is, for the 5 of them I have actually tried, and so it will not just be a theoretical thing. I will try to give my reviews on my experiences on these hustles. And I think if you are seated somewhere, you are a graduate, you are seated somewhere, you are jobless, or you are just a stay-at-home mom, this is something that which you can actually try. Don't just sit back there and all you do is complain and having so many regrets. You can actually do something in your life. Yeah, so without any further ado guys, let's get directly into the video. So the very first thing that actually you can go into is freelance writing. I know you guys have heard about freelancing for quite a long time, and personally I'm a beneficiary of freelance writing, and I usually say this: it is a result of freelance writing that I was able to save good amount of money, and eventually I was able to travel to China. So for me, freelance writing, it's something else. Yeah, and it actually did help me a lot, especially in my campus life. So I would say maybe this one is something that which you can actually consider. And when we talk about freelance writing, don't just think about academic writing. I know academic writing, it's very common. It's not just only about academic writing. Freelance writing, it's so broad. Yeah, it's so broad because we can go even to a niche like the CV writing. Come to think about it, to be honest, I think people are lazy, and or maybe sometimes they do not have a know-how. Yeah, for example, let's assume I'm trying to get a job, and it have been a long time since I did write a CV. I'm going to request someone to write for me a CV, and you can charge 1,000, you can charge 2,000, and to be honest, people are paying this kind of amount of money as long as that you can be able to deliver to them and provide them with a very good CV. Come to think about it, people are looking for jobs abroad. People are looking for jobs abroad. You can start writing CVs for people, help them to write this. Others, they are required to write a motivation letter. Get yourself some skills. How is it supposed to be written? And it just requires you some little research, and then you are going to benefit towards this. Yeah, so this is actually something which you can do. Something else, things like proposals. Truth be told, these are things that people do. Yeah, for me, some years ago, I was just an expert in this niche. Yeah, in proposal writing, but now it has been a long time. I don't know if I can write a very good proposal, but and at first it's difficult, but once it gets to your fingertips, you just flow with it. Yeah, and with this kind of work, I used to tell people I used to do a lot of writing, including the article writing. I had forgot about article writing. Per day, I could go all the way to around 15 or 20 pages. But these days, I don't know how many pages I can write per day. And you can imagine, if you can be able to write 15 pages, back then when I was writing, yeah, 15 pages, they were locally, they would be paying around 300 Kenya shillings. This would be equivalent to around 4,500 Kenya shillings. You have made this within a day. If you are lucky enough to get your own client, not working for the local client, they can pay on the lower side 1,000, which is equivalent to around $10, all the way to 30 or even 40. So this one is a very good recruitive niche that which actually you can go into. Then our second online job that you can do it is related to language. And don't think much about language. You can speak English, for example, for the Kenyans. You can speak English, Swahili, and maybe your mother tongue, maybe it's Tholuo. Some places like Italki, you can teach those languages. And I know maybe some of you could be asking themselves, where do you get these students who want to learn about Kikuyu, who want to learn about Kalenjin? These are your clients. Most of the time you'll find that in Africa we've got so many immigrants who have migrated to other countries. And sometimes maybe the parents are very busy, but they don't want their children to forget about their culture and language. So they are willing to pay for them a class and learn their native language. Go to a platform like Italki and you are going to find this. If you are a bilingual, you can speak other languages. Personally, I can speak a little bit of Deutsch or German, and I can also speak some of Chinese. So you can still teach this. You can still teach this. And when it comes again to languages, there are other online jobs apart from teaching. You can go to translation. Yeah, we have found that sometimes you can get some white men who come maybe to your country, and maybe they would like some of this information to be translated from their local language to maybe English or to maybe German or whatever language. So language also, it's a very, very powerful tool, and you can get these jobs all over on the social media. We have so many platforms where you can get to work with the language. Yeah, and when it comes even to teaching, we've got so many platforms. Teaching English, there are so many platforms which actually you can teach and make good amount of money. Personally, as we speak, I also do a little bit of teaching. I teach English on a part-time basis, and as you can see, my English isn't that much perfect, but nobody who say that you should be perfect. Work with whatever you have, and with time it becomes better. So that one is a very, very good niche which actually you can go into. Then the other one is transcription. Oh my goodness, I have also done this one. I don't know which kind of an online job I haven't done yet. Transcription is another one, because this is whereby the audio is converted into a text. Maybe you listen to an audio and then you're expected to convert it to a text. But personally, the kind of transcription that I did, it was already converted by the how do you call it, AI. Like it was already converted, but you had to do a little bit of some editing. You can get someone to train you, and online there are so many trainers who can actually train you on doing transcription. Then after that, there are so many websites, thousands and thousands of not even thousands, hundreds of of websites where you can get these transcription jobs. For these transcription, they don't pay really much, but it's a good one. It's a good one. Something else I forgot, you see, on the language they usually pay well, by the way. For example, we can go to Italki will get that a community tutor can earn between maybe, I guess the least, I guess it's $5. You can go there maybe to 20, I think so, per hour. So it's good amount of money. And you'll meet clients from all over the world. Yeah. Then the other one, it's content creation. I'm a content creator. And I know people maybe sometimes they are afraid of going to social media, but let me tell you, content creation is rewarding. All you need to do is you have to identify your niche. Which niche are you good at? Personally, I'm talking about business coaching and imports. Yeah, so that is my niche. Somebody else could go to comedy. Somebody else could go to migration. Somebody else could go to, there are so many niches which you can actually go into. And content creation, one thing I can say is this: sometimes content creation doesn't reward you immediately. Sometimes you'll be needing more time to wait and see whether things are going to work. But when it does, then definitely the reward is fulfilling. And I guess in this kind of an era where people are much addicted to social media, and people can easily access internet, then you don't want to be left behind on this. Make sure, I usually tell people, as long as you come to watch me here for hours, and you spend maybe almost half of your day on TikTok or on YouTube or on Facebook or on Instagram, make sure you are not just helping other people to grow financially. Make sure that there's something which is giving you some income from this social media platform, because I know people who depend fully on content creation and they are earning good amount of money. So don't just sit back when maybe you have something that you can offer in this platform. Then the other thing I can talk about, and it's something that I feel that within no time it's going to blow, I would call it online coaching. Online coaching. And maybe this is something that which I can talk to our graduates. I know our graduates, especially those people who come from Kenya, you have gone to school and you have graduated with this and this bachelor's, but unfortunately you are jobless, or maybe you are working in an irrelevant field, because that is how things are. It is what it is, and you are sitting on something. There's some great information that maybe you did nutrition. You can actually become a nutritionist. You can become a coach on that field. Educate people on how they can, they can eat well. Someone is suffering from arthritis. Someone else is suffering from blah, 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 blah. You can help to guide them on how they can eat better. You can talk to them about how they can exercise well. And I guess when it comes to coaching and content creation, I guess both of them, they are written in some way, because it's so easy for you to get clients from online, and then you also conduct online coaching. You know about trading, you know about investment, you know about business. Why am I talking only about business? I'm a business person, yeah. There are so many fields in which you can actually get into, and then you start doing your own coaching. People are interested in this kind of information, and because people are always busy on social media, start your own online coaching. You can coach about something. What well do you know? You did engineering, you did biochemistry, you did something to do with climate change, you did, and you never know, maybe in the nearby future you might get a very good recommendation on the same, and maybe it's going to reward you. So also online coaching, it's something which actually you can also do. Maybe finally, guys, I can touch on something that maybe you need to go further and research, because personally I haven't worked on this, but there's a time that I was interested in it. This is a virtual assistant. This is our final hustle, virtual assistant. I remember there's this lady I found on YouTube. I followed her on Facebook, but unfortunately I didn't get to a point where I got a job. But this is a very lucrative thing. Because what is the work of a virtual assistant? A virtual assistant, they got so many roles, yeah? Maybe, for example, I'm a business person, and sometimes I feel like the calls are overwhelming, or the emails, or the messages. I need someone to assist me in this. That is where a virtual assistant comes in. Maybe it's email management. Maybe it's about, you need to plan about my travel. Maybe I'm planning on doing some business trips. I need someone to help me on booking flights, on arranging my trips, on arranging my appointments, make sure that client A, I'm supposed to see them tomorrow by this time. Plan about all those things. And these are some of the skills that actually you can learn them online. And nowadays, you can go to a place like Udemy. You can go to a place like, I'm forgetting the other name, so whereby you can get to learn about these small skills. And also on YouTube. YouTube is the other university that I guess most of the people, they don't pay much attention on this. And I know a number of people who are earning some money. I know some of them earn some good amount of money. In Kenya, maybe around 70,000, others earn around 30 or 40,000. And actually, the good thing with others, I know someone who is earning 30,000 as a virtual assistant, and they usually do it 2 hours per day. Come to think about it, you might be having your full-time job, but if only you can sacrifice 2 hours per day, and by the end of the month make 30 or 40,000 Kenya shillings, then I guess this one is amazing. What other kind of side hustle are you doing? Something like email management, it's not difficult. I tried doing that. You'll go on YouTube and you'll get so many tutorials on the same, or maybe enroll in a course whereby you can get to learn about this. Guys, let me know if you'll be interested on knowing the details of this kind of information. Then I'll be willing, and much more willing, to bring a more detailed video on each and every category that I have mentioned. Okay, so guys, I think that is all for today, and I'm wishing you all the best as you think and plan about investing in some online business. Yeah, until next time, bye bye and 再见.